Alright, there we go. What's up, Prime? It's like, I had to set something up real quick. It's like, was just a minute off. No, but what's up, everyone? We're back. What's up, Barry? More Girls Frontline 2, but this time, we're gonna be going through Andoris' story, Into the Shadows. But yeah, nice. Feels good to open up to the screen. So, just like before, we're actually gonna start by trying her out. So let's see, where is she? Andoris. Let's see what she can do. She's shielder and healer, pretty much. What's this? Oh, they're surrounded. Andoris, we're surrounded. Just turns around casually. Don't panic, Belka. We'll find a way to get out of this. Boss man. Bagging 2 dolls at once. We've got a big haul this time. Don't celebrate too early. They might escape. You're thinking too much, boss man. Where and how are they going to escape? Worst comes to worst. We'll have to break them into scraps, and we still get to bring their scraps back. What the? Did you see that? The floor underneath her just changed. Oh my, how nice of you. However, I must apologize. We're in a hurry, so we won't be able to show you any mercy. Okay. Bulwark, heal and stability, regen, damage distribution, and summon her turrets. Soma's the one who suggests Heretic Project and the incidents related to it. Continuing the fanfiction I see from yesterday. So, let's see. Gentle offense summons 1 auto turret on an empty tile. This skill can be used again after skill usage. Huh. Interesting. So you can summon 2, basically. New? What's up, Wriggle? What happened? So, Streamline Tactics deals electric damage and applies electro charge to the enemy target. Electro charge causes targets to take extra stability damage when taking targeted electric damage and recovers the attacker's HP. So there you go. So now I have a question about how that works. Is it just electric damage that you recover the HP, or is it damage in general? I know it says they cause them to take extra stability damage when taking targeted electric damage. But does that also count for the and recovers the attacker's HP? We'll have to find out. Next one is Fortification Protocol. Andoris recovers stability index and applies shelter and positive charge to all allied units while gaining fortified stance herself. While in fortified stance, Andoris no longer benefits from cover, but gains reduced incoming damage and stability damage. That's her special, yeah. And her passive. Let's see. At the start of battle, Andoris gains self-diagnosis. Upon taking fatal damage, Andoris does not die. Instead, she cleanses all debuffs on herself and recovers certain HP and stability index. When an allied unit with positive charge is damaged, part of that damage is shared with Andoris. When performing an active attack on an enemy unit afflicted with negative charge, which we know Belka does, Andoris recovers HP. Does she do negative charge? No. What was hers? Electro charge. Okay. When damaged, Endorse recovers HP and gains Confected Index, as well as applying Blunted Nerves to herself and all auto turrets, which increases the target's defense. If not protected by cover, Endorse expends stability and reduces damage taken. Yeah, she's a big old tank. Tank/healer. They didn't have the Material H yet, so the project was so damn slow. I love Material H's music. So let's see. So let me slow this down so we can see. So if I use this, actually this uses, okay. So this skill can be used again after skill usage. Interesting. I think it's going to be wise to actually use her shield first and then start doing stuff. So okay. So she's got that going for her. Now I'm going to have Belka do her thing. Actually, we can't really go anywhere at the moment, but that's okay. Actually, which one of her moves made it so that she can go again? I thought it was. You know what? This is fine. I want to see how much damage her shield can block too. Oh, well, she's killing them. Never mind. Well, it should explode though. Oh, here we go. Okay. She's reducing the yeah, she is. Belka probably would have been dead. She recovers the HP though. Nice. So now let's summon her turrets. Put one there. And then it can be used again. And we'll put one, I don't know. Let's box him in. Huh. They attack automatically. Okay. Oh, wow. Interesting. Now, she actually can't move because of that status effect on her, but let's see. Now, Andorus should recover HP for her, I think. It doesn't matter, it's dead. Okay, okay. Interesting. So yeah, she tanks and heals. Now, unlike Belka, she doesn't have any outfits or anything like that. But yeah, let's check out her weapon. Since we're still here and not gotten started with the story yet. So her weapon is Aglaya. Damage dealt to Urnk units is increased by 2.5%. If the target is afflicted with any electric debuffs, this damage is additionally increased by 2.5. So yeah, so extra damage against Urnk. That's her imprint. Warming Care. Electric damage dealt by all allied units is increased by 10%. At the end of the action, recovers 5% of maximum HP. If the user has positive charge, electric damage dealt by them and their summons is increased by 20%. And what positive charge does is, at the end of the buff, holder's action recovers HP equal to 20% of max HP. If another allied unit within 3 tiles has positive charge, additionally it recovers HP equal to 15% of max HP. When attacking an enemy with negative charge, electric damage dealt is increased by 35%. Triggers on each target that has positive charge at most 3 times per turn. Considered an electric buff. Then there's negative charge as well too on this. But the gun doesn't say anything about negative charge, does it? No, this is used as positive charge. So yeah. Interesting. By the way, there's another collab. Yes! It's like the Resident Evil one. Now, that's starting, I believe, next week, right? Or is it going to be after the anniversary? I have to look at the dates again. But this gun, actually, that's pretty good, not gonna lie. Especially if you're going for an all-electric team. Because just by anyone having this gun, whether it's Andorus or not, electric damage dealt by all allied units increased by 10%. And then at the end of the action, it recovers 5% of maximum HP. To whoever's holding it, though, not to all allied units. Now, the damage boost, it's like 10%. It's like, okay, right? But the recovery effect, actually, it's like, especially for, I don't know, maybe it's like tanks or people with low defense. It's like that would be a good thing. So the gun isn't all that bad. As far as you absolutely need it, not really. But Andorus herself. So unlike last time, we actually went through through the story and then rolled. Now, I do want Andorus, but I also don't want to go under a certain threshold. Because I'm saving up really for Leva next. Just like I did with Klukai. So let's see how good our rolls go. Hopefully we'll get her sooner than later. So nothing here. Oh yeah, I forgot my storage limit for the guns. Even though, like, I know there's no gold, or we didn't see any gold, I always wait till we get to this point to see Mei Ling's stance if she changes it. So let's see. That's 30. Nope. Okay. Damn. I think we used up the luck again. With Belka. Because we got both her and Faritya at the same time. Okay. I'll give her a few more. Oh, okay, no. I thought she changed up a bit. We're at 23. Damn. She's not showing up. Kolfin and Groza. Okay. Come on, Andorus. 19 left. This one. Okay. At least it went gold. But is it her? That's the question. Well, yeah. There we go. That's her. We finally met Commander. There we go. And the first one, too, out of the 10 pull. It's like you really can't mistake that voice. Let's see. Anyone else special? Who is this? Oh, yes. Stuttery. I forgot her name, though. Marshmallow, one of the two you create. Tooth Knight? Tooth like two. Oh, gotcha. Sweet. Okay. We got her. That's what matters. Let's go to the refitting room, level her up, and then we'll go through the story as well, too. Do I have a gun for her, though? Let's see. Not really. When an active attack hits 2 or more targets... you know what? We're just gonna have to... Ah, this works. For every 3 points of Convectedness consumed, the targeted damage of the next active skill is increased by 10%. Sure. We'll just give her this. And let's level her up. Nice. I should have enough to get her all the way to 60. I see what Milk Bunny outfit is, but I won't say anything. Are you talking about the the cord? They all have that. Well, not all of them, but a lot of them have that. Okay, let's see. I still say we need a speed button. If you can level them all the way up to their maximum level, there should be an option to do that. Maybe we'll get that QOL later on. Need 8 of these. That should do it. 50. And now we need both of these. Okay. So. In order to craft these, we need these. Nope, nope. I went to the wrong thing. We can make... You know what? We're gonna need them all. Because now we can make these. We can make 5. That's exactly what we need. And now for these. Hey, what's up, Robo? We just got indoors. Wait, no. I can't craft these. Really? That's interesting. You can craft the purple ones, but not the blue ones needed to craft those. That's okay. That's an easy fix, though. I got this, don't worry. I have so many of these. Done. And now 60. Okay, cool. And marshmallow is the same skull as milk in the other two. That makes sense. Okay. Just like last time, let's set up her helixes. And see what she can do. At the start of battle, gains 3 points of Confectance Index. Yep. When dealing electric damage, if the target is in Stability Break and has Electro Charge and deals additional fixed damage equal to 10% of attack. Okay. This way we can use her and Belka throughout the stages. When Endorse applies a positive charge to allied units, she cleanses 2 debuffs on them and all of her auto turrets. Okay. I can see that being useful for certain bosses. When Endorse is on the field, if an allied unit with positive charge ends its action within 3 tiles of another allied unit with positive charge, it gains 1 stack of Shelter. That's interesting. There's a gun that actually I think there's a bonus when you apply Shelter. At the start of battle, Endorse applies positive charge to all allied dolls for 3. Wow, for 3 yeah. Okay. At the start of the battle, applies Electro Charge to the enemy unit with the highest max HP for 2 turns. This is gonna work out really nicely. And then let's see. Her common key. At the start of the turn, for every electric debuff on the field, increase damage dealt by 5% to a maximum of 10%. This effect lasts until the end of the round. Okay. For every electric debuff on the field. And she does that too. With Electro Charge. Yeah. Interesting. Oh, I didn't mean to do that. Meant to go here. Bust. Couldn't help it, huh, Perry? So, what do they suggest? At the start of battle. So yeah, that's one I was gonna do. A Confectance Index. When Endorse applies positive charge to an allied unit, she cleanses 2 debuffs on them and all of her auto turrets. Okay. Positive charge to all. Yep. So these 2 were like the automatics in my mind. What were the others? Doing Electrium with target stability break, so that's an if. When Endorse is on the field, if an allied unit with positive charge ends its action within 3 tiles of another allied unit, let's see, they gain the Shelter. And then at the start of the battle, applies Electro Charge to the enemy unit with the highest max HP for 2 turns. So this one, you can pair up with this here, her key that she has. At the start of the turn, for every electric debuff on the field, increase damage dealt by 5% to a maximum of 10%. This effect lasts until the end of the round. So yeah, you could do that too. So this one is good. Like I said, it cleanses debuffs, but at the same time, I kind of like this. So that's what we're gonna do. I'm just gonna give her some generic stuff. I mean, she's the tank, so let's give her Attack boost and defense boost. It's like Indoors just stands there. That's her thing. And this is the gun I was talking about. I think it's actually Grose's gun. Yeah, every time shelter is applied, increase damage dealt by the next active skill by 20%. So that's actually something you could do with her. So that would also work if you want to go that route, like a whole defense thing. Okay. Well, the gun isn't leveled. I can calibrate it, apparently. Oh, a few times. Might as well. Make it stronger. Third Nikkei, sadly, part of the same squad as Milk. The other two, why? And I can get it to 60, so why not? All right. Oh, attachments. That's another thing. I have a lot of them, but I definitely need more good ones. We'll give her that for now. I don't have any electric boost ones. I didn't do any farming for the electric team yet, basically. But you could also use Phase Strike. That's like the standard. I'll just give her just certain, just random for now. And let's see. That works. Okay. Not bad. Wait, what? She's actually stronger than Belka. That's pretty hilarious. Right out the gate. Okay. Going and probably will come later. All right, Prime. It's like, thanks for stopping by. So now into the shadows. And Doris's recollection node 1. No matter how many times the reverse simulations are done, these pivotal moments are indisputable turning points that shape the future. So let's see, is she going to be having a conversation with Commander as well too? Yup. Sorry to keep you waiting, Andors. Don't worry about it. It's very kind of you to take time out of your busy day just to help me sort through my neural data, Commander. You're welcome. It's my responsibility as your commander, after all. Today we're going through the section of records from when you joined 404, right? Yes, a lot happened back then. Oh, interesting. I'm also keen to learn about what went down. After all, the Kukai I remember never struck me as someone particularly welcoming to new members. You're right about that, Commander. You seem eager to hear it too. If you're ready, shall we begin right now? Let's do this. Yeah, because she was a civilian doll. So, what happened? This scenario. This was just like back when I first saw an Elid. In level 2? Yes, all I saw was their virtual image back then. But even so, it spooked me. It's understandable that civilian dolls would not have much opportunity to see eyelids. I'll go ahead and take care of them. Take care of these, then, Commander. Okay, so... Actually, that's right. With her here... Actually, where is she? There she is. With Andoris here, we kinda... She is both tank and healer, so yeah. Let's have her do her thing. We'll have Klukai go last, because she'll just destroy all of them. Who can we throw in there too, just for fun? Actually, you know what? There we go. Electric team assemble. It's like this is my electric team right now. It works. Combat start. Positive charge. Yep. Now, isn't she going to apply... Wait, did she apply the debuff? Huh. I can't tell. I thought I gave her that one. I don't remember already. But there she goes. So she summons her turrets. So I thought she was going to go and use her special first. But her priority is her turrets. What's up, Gene? Uh-oh. We got our our bouncy doll. Nice. It's like, how's everyone doing this evening? Oh, another battle right off the bat. Okay. This time, I'm gonna control her directly. Let's do this. Sweet. I'm trying to remember how each one of the characters actually work. I'm not used to using them. I will speed this up though. Now, if I remember correctly, I think she can use... Wait. Oh, that's right. Forgot the spires explode. That's right, she can go again. She took no damage from that, though. It might be because of Andoris, actually. Oh. Have to end action with Belka. Heh. Well, Andoris, finish her up. Nice. And another battle. You know what? So Andoris went through battle after battle is what I'm getting from this. I guess when she first joined. Maybe Kukai put her through like rigorous training or something. Another battle? Oh my goodness. Endorse's whole story is just fighting. She's already got it worse than Belka. But there's also her other no recollection to go through, like the actual like story. Nice. Here we go. Phew, we're making great progress. Your orders are really concise and efficient, Commander. And you're very good at carrying them out. Although there are some lags and delays, your executions are accurate and your information analysis very precise. Both have been a great help. Yeah, they really do need to fix her lag problem, though. Commander, are you being considerate of my feelings? You are truly very kind. I am very appreciative of your acceptance, Commander. Speaking of acceptance, sorry for putting it this way, but I never expected Kukai to eventually approve your inclusion. Indeed, I was also quite surprised. I thought I was going to be fired again. Oh, maybe fired is not the right word since I wasn't officially employed in the first place. Wait, what? What did you do to change Kukai's mind? I feel like I did a lot, but also nothing at the same time. What does that mean? Let's continue sorting through it, Commander. Seeing my neural records firsthand would be more helpful, I think. I'll entrust you with it. Okay. Endorse, can you hear me? Uh-oh. Lagged out. Ah, my apologies, Commander. There was a bit of an error when I loaded in the data. It's alright. Let's focus on the battle on hand. Yeah, she can't be doing that. Because if it happens, you know, like, actually on the field, it's gonna be really bad. Okay, it stayed the same. Are you really doing slow speed again? No. See? Oh, good. It's like, no slow speed. It's like, we gotta go fast. The electric charge. Damn. Oh yeah, that's right. I did see Jiangyu. Yeah, she's definitely next. I mean, we knew that. She's also electric. But then after her, I'm wondering if it's gonna be Florence. If we're getting Florence, or are we actually going to get Leva? And Doris has been through a lot. Either way, not enough pulls. I mean, well, I don't pull a lot, so I can't really talk, but yeah. It's like I have enough. It's like, but I can see why you wouldn't. People have been waiting for the electric team for a while. And Doris? Yes, Commander. I'm right here. Why so serious all of a sudden? Are you feeling tired? I have a coffee grinder here. Let me brew you a cup. No, it's not that I'm tired. But, sure. I'll have a cup. Thanks. What I want to say is, have you ever considered optimizing your neural cloud? Not that there's anything wrong with the way you are, but if the persistent crashing bothers you a lot, I can help you with that. And Doris flashes a look of surprise before turning her focus back on what she's doing without responding right away. You skipped so many characters. Gotten fucked on the 50-50, just like Ruwa. That is true. That's the thing. It's like that 50-50. She sits down beside me with a gentle smile and a steaming cup of coffee ready to be served. I really can't thank you enough for everything you've done for me, Commander. Don't think of it that way. As I've said before, it is my responsibility as your commander. No, it's precisely with my experience under numerous employers that I've learned people like you who deeply care about dolls are few and far between. I just want everyone here to have an easier time. What do you think of that? We are very grateful for your kindness, Commander. However, if my neural cloud, not record, is to be optimized, my storage capacity will be affected, right? If that's the case, I will no longer be able to perform my task of info gathering and analysis as efficiently as I do now. Effectively. Just butchering sentences today. Moreover, with everyone's help, my marksmanship has somewhat improved. Therefore, I think it's best to maintain the status quo for now. Okay, if you feel that way. To be frank, I also think storage capacity and data analysis are where your strengths lie. I will keep an eye out for any emerging technologies that can fix your crashing problem without compromising your current capabilities. She needs more M.2s. Commander. Alright, I've heard enough compliments today. Let's keep sorting through the neural record, shall we? I'd like to know what happened next. Yeah, sure thing. Lock in. It's like, I know. It's like we're gonna be locking in. There's a lot of stuff going on in games. A lot of patch merging going on as well too. Like this just did its patch merging to catch up. PGR did its. Hopefully my rolls go well in there. Actually, they should. I have quite a bit saved up, so I'm rolling. It's like then well, Nikkei's anniversary isn't for a little while, and then Wuwa. I hope those pulls go good. For you know. We're caught up in PGR after October. Yeah. But this wasn't this patch is part of that though, if I remember correctly. Like part of the catching up to the China servers. Uh-oh. Is this it? Is this the boss? I think so. So just because it's the boss. Yes, okay. And also, I'm excited because this upcoming week, it's TGS week. There's gonna be lots of new reveals and things like that. Oh man, like I am looking forward to certain games already, like Chaos Zero Nightmare. I've been watching people stream the closed beta. So good. Well, that would be about it. Thanks for your help, Commander. We learned nothing. Looks like your experience when joining 404 was quite the story. Yeah. Oh wait, that was her. Oops. That wasn't her, I meant. You seem to have some concerns, Commander. It's okay. You can ask me directly. Some of these records aren't from your perspective, huh? I really can't hide anything from you, Commander. And Doris lifts up her hand and twirls her strand of hair hanging down her face with it. Some of the records are provided by Miss Leva. Oh, Leva mentioned. Of course it's her. Even when she's assigned elsewhere, Leva is still Leva. Oh, looks like you know her very well, Commander. Indeed. She must have wanted me to better fit in with 404. I was worried that Leader Klukai only accepted me because she was fed up with all my antics, but after hearing her conversation with Michti, I feel like I have a better understanding of her now. She really is compassionate at her core, with a soft heart under her sharp tongue. I've got to pick myself up quickly so that I can ease her worries. I'm also truly indebted to Leva, both for her recommendation and everything she did afterwards. It was also Miss Leva who recognized what I was looking for at first glance. What you're looking for is a place to belong, right? Yes, Commander. What I sought was not merely a place that tolerates my existence, but one that truly needs me, needs my presence. In 404, everyone is willing to accept my flaws, but I also have what it takes to protect my companions in return. I understand that. Feeling needed and recognized is essential to everyone. Right. After that, I came to the Elmo following 404 and met you, Commander. It's here that I learned the true meaning of belonging. Although 404 still operates independently, everyone has come to regard Elmo as their home. And Commander, you're also part of the family. Many dolls have found their belonging under you, and I wish to be one of them. Of course you can. I realize that whenever you're around, I feel reassured and comforted, Commander. Even my crashing frequency has decreased. That's a good thing. In order to express my gratitude, feel free to call upon me whenever you need my assistance, Commander. To me, a sense of truly belonging can only be achieved by helping and supporting each other. The end. Klukai showed up to seal the deal. So there you have it. Her portrait, where she is needed. After much wandering, Doris finally found the place that suited her best. Alright guys, that's the stream. No. Neural recollection. She has one more than Belka does. So let's see. A place where one belongs. Hidden invitation. (416) and G11 push open the door as they walk into the cafe. After finding their seat, a waitress doll approaches them. Welcome. My name is Doris, and I'm here to serve you today. Is there anything I can help you with? The attentive Doris does not hand them the menu, nor does she show any signs of concern or impatience. She merely smiled and waits for 416 and GR11's response. Perhaps eased by Doris's gentle demeanor, 416 briefly loosens up after having glared at Doris with her usual wariness. Your manager. Is Springfield here? Manager Springfield is unavailable at the moment. She'll be back in a little bit. If it's okay with you, you can wait for her here, or you can leave her a message. Sure, we'll wait for her here. All right, I'll head back to work then. Please let me know if you need anything. After Endoris has left, 416 double-checks the details of the commission. We're ahead of schedule. There's still half an hour before the agreed delivery time. Michti. Isn't that a good thing? That means we completed the last mission faster than expected. Stop dragging me out of bed so early in the morning next time, 416. And you need to stop treating one-offs as the norm. Whatever you say, you're always on edge like this, 416. G11 murmurs as she stretches lazily before she flops onto the table, contently letting her eyelids slowly close shut. You can only use 1 fuck-up credit per Grubhub order? Oh. Why do you keep trusting them, Wriggle? Have you heard of this game called Raid Shadow Legends? They should whatchamacallit? They should sponsor me. I'll do it. I'll do a Raid Shadow Legends commercial. I've seen Internet Historians commercials. They're hilarious for Raid Shadow Legends. I'll do some random stuff. Since we have plenty of time, I'll just... Even when those two aren't around anymore, GRG11 still hasn't grown one bit. 416 props her head up and turns her attention to outside the window. The traffic of a green zone cafe in the day is quite light. Together with the soothing melodies playing in the background, the sunlight streaming through the ceiling-high windows conjures a brief moment of afternoon tranquility. Amidst this tranquility, 416 checks the message interface on her terminal once again. Alas, it is just as quiet there. Have things like this bothered you before too, Commander? Hot, 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 hot. Get me some ice. Right. Can't you take that picture away? Bring ice cubes, wipe the table, then take the order, and take the picture away. Again? Can't you process more than one thing at a time? You think I'm in the mood to order food right now? I'm really sorry. The commotion nearby interrupts the brief moment of peace 416 was enjoying. G11, on the other hand, slightly adjusts her position and drifts back into her slumber. Seeing the overwhelmed and panicking Andoris, a certain civilian doll pops into 416's mind. She slightly adjusts her mental state and lets out a soft sigh. At the very least, G11's more useful than this one. Finally, the cafe's doors swing open once again as Springfield walks in. Grubhub just makes sure I get my shit, unlike DoorDash. DoorDash is absolute trash. I've never used either or, so I have no idea how they are. I'll take your word for it, though. All I know is that they're expensive, is what people says. Upon noticing Andoris wiping at the coffee stain, she smiles helplessly. Just as she's about to lend Andoris a hand, 416 barges in and blocks her path. "416? I can agree. DoorDash is trash. So, so Trash Dash, basically, or Door Trash. It's been a while. My apologies for my absence and not being there to receive you. There was an urgent matter I had to attend to. It's fine. You're right on time. Exacting. Yeah. Not acting, but exacting. Exacting as always, 416. How long has it been since we last met? 3 years? No. It must be longer than that. Let's leave the catching up for later. Is the cargo ready for handover? Cargo. A tinge of hesitation flashes across Springfield's usual gentle expression. When you work overnight and COVID made everything close early, not much choice. That's true. I see. But please wait for a moment while I take care of something. With 416's nod of agreement, Springfield gestures for Andorus to head to the back of the cafe. Still cleaning the floor, Andorus pauses for a moment before joining Springfield. 416 walks back to her table and bluntly shakes G11 awake. I'm just gonna call her G11. What now? Time to work. Sure. No need to wake me like that. Springfield's back? Where is she? Sorry to keep you waiting. Please follow me to the back. 416 hesitates for a moment, then pushes the drowsy G11 along after Springfield. Walking past the kitchen, the three stop somewhere more akin to a storage room. A large, person-tall container lies quietly in the center of the room. 416 cautiously approaches the container and carefully examines it for a moment. This is what we're here for? Can you please unlock the box? Seeing as the exact delivery date has yet to be confirmed, the cargo will need to be stored at 404's warehouse first. Thus, we'll need to verify the cargo's condition before delivery. No problem, but, if possible, can you please stop referring to her as cargo? What do you mean by her? Instead of answering directly, Springfield pushes open the lid. Andorus lies quietly in hibernation in the cold transport container. Her serene sleeping face resembles the warm sunshine of spring. While she has been removed from the cafe's registry, her local neural backup has yet to be deleted. In a way, she is still our companion. What companion? After everything, you just sold her off like any other appliance or item. Who did you sell her to? Don't tell me the scrapyard. Or some random broker in the yellow zone. 416, we just need to verify her condition. No need to delve too deep into this. I don't need you to remind me of that. Seeing 416's overbearing stance, G11 reluctantly chimes in to ease the tension despite the "not this again" expression on her face. Please don't take it personally, Springfield. 416 is just a little hypersensitive with these matters due to what happened to us before. You tell them to stop bullying Andorus. 404 has no prejudices whatsoever against our clients, nor do we delve into matters that are not our concern. You can rest assured. I understand. We too simply hope Pandora's can find a more suitable place. Due to her frame's performance issues, she can't handle most of the daily tasks at the cafe very well. She herself is quite troubled by this. But rest assured, the one who will take Andoris in is not an inconsiderate individual. I can guarantee you that. 416, without even responding to Springfield, coldly patches into an encrypted channel. Leva's voice comes through. Hey, there she is. Looks like you successfully rendezvoused with Springfield. Leva, is the cargo you told us to bring over the civilian doll named Andoris? I don't remember the exact nature of the cargo being specified anywhere, but given the time, location, and context for the handover all line up, it sounds right to me. Sound right to you? Since when did 404 start taking on sketchy commissions like these? Don't think that I... Oh, looks like Kalina got herself in some trouble. Gotta hang up now. I'll trust you with bringing Andoris back. Hello? Hello? She's always doing that to Kukai. It's hilarious. With the call abruptly cut off, 416 can only try to calm herself. She then closes the lid of the container in front of her. Wait, what? Oh. Coordinates. 20... 15... Wait. Yeah, 15356. Squad 404 confirms receiving the civilian doll Andoris. Phew, she's finally back to normal. I'll leave her to you from now on, Squad 404. You should stay and rest for a bit before you leave. That will not be necessary. Until she's delivered, 404 will ensure Andoris' safety. If any unexpected issues arise down the line, we will contact you again. Oi, G11. Come on, not me again. Shut up. Get her out of here. The back door is over there. Okay. G11 carries the transport container out of the back door of the cafe, with 416 following after her. Perhaps out of professional habit, Springfield gently bows at their departing silhouette. Please take good care of her. Interesting. So she used to work at Springfield's cafe. I wonder if they're going to tell us what she was doing even before that as well, too. Hidden intentions. Having brought back and safely stored Andoris at 404's temporary base, 416 returns to her routine as if nothing happened. Originally planning to bring G11 along for the simulation training, she notices several maintenance crews sitting at the usually vacant rest area. Each of them holds a cup of coffee and chats enthusiastically. None notices 416's appearance. The aroma of coffee wafting through the air adds a touch of coziness this place usually lacks, but also a hint of suspicion. Wow, I can't believe we're being attended to by someone. It's definitely a first. Yes, these dolls finally learned to treat their guests. I don't think I've seen her face before. A tactical doll hiring a civilian doll? This world is becoming more absurd by the day. Who cares? As long as I'm as good. Wait, messed it up totally. I'm good as long as there are pretty girls to look at. You're right. Miss, another cup of coffee, please. Okay. Please wait for a moment. We ran out of coffee beans, and I just found a new bag. Hearing their request, Doris walks out of the storage and deftly loads the coffee beans into the machine. Doris has that sick mother hairstyle. She's fine. She just lags a bit, that's all. I'm really sorry. We only have a coffee machine here, so I can't hand brew you anything. Oh, that's totally fine. We don't care about such things. We'd even drink motor oil if Miss Doris were the one who brought it to us. You're really funny. They love Doris being there. Seeing Doris is laughing and joking with the maintenance crew, 416 tenses up again after having calmed down. Just then, Doris also notices her entering the rest area and greets her with a friendly smile. Good morning, 416? Sorry, I'm not terribly familiar with T-Doll's imprint system. I apologize if I made a mistake. You're not mistaken. But 416 walks over to the beanbag sofa, grabs onto its ledge, and yanks it up. G11, who was lying cozily on it, is thrown onto the floor, following a loud thud. What are you doing, 416? You could have just told me to get up nicely. A doll that should be in the warehouse is freely roaming around the base, yet you, a member of 404 tasked with their safekeeping, simply turned a blind eye. You tell me why I should be nice with you. I'm not the one who woke Doris up. It's Deer. He came over and sneakily powered Doris up, then left as if he were fleeing from a disaster. Even woke me up in the process. Deer is certainly becoming quite bold. I happen to have some equipment that needs his calibration. We should pay him a visit in person. What a hassle. You can go on your own. I'll go back to... Seeing G11 head for the beanbag sofa, 416 swiftly snatches her by the clothes. They're more down bad than I am. To avoid being snatched away, G11 holds onto one of the table's legs with her hand. Everybody loves Doris. As their tug-of-war plays out, comms to a special encrypted channel are established. With Leva's image coming through, 416 puts G11 down. Michti. Having gained some breathing room, G11 retreats to the safety of hiding behind Doris. That's hilarious. Safe at last. I don't think 416 meant any harm. Glad to see you two are still as close as ever. Is your visual module malfunctioning or what? Anyway, great timing. We're just about to pay Deer a visit, given that he activated the doll in 404's custody without authorization. It was authorized. I gave him the order. Oh, And I also reminded him to be quiet on the job and flee as if his life depended on it, seeing the boatload of trouble he would be in if caught by 416. Look at Kukai's face. You think 404 is having too much of a good time as of late or what? The client says it'll be a while before they can collect the cargo. It'll be a shame not to put such an excellent civilian doll like Andoris to use. See? She can attend to the personals and look after G11. Isn't that great? You think I'm a moron? 416 did not raise her voice, yet her tone carries intense intimidation. The maintenance crew, who have been watching from the sidelines, sensibly put down their coffee and leave the scene, one after another. It's not until only 3 dolls remain in the rest area that Leva resumes talking. Gonna be hallucinating like the machine priest in Horizon Zero Dawn, drinking the machine oil and nearly dying for vision. What's the matter? Why so grumpy all of a sudden? Quit playing dumb. No client is coming to collect the cargo. And Doris is the new recruit you're trying to bring into 404, isn't she? You thought I wouldn't notice her file tucked in with the stack of resumes you had Lena bring over? Oh wow! Despite all that fuss about being against new members, you sure pay a lot of attention to the matter, 416. See? All this happened because you stubbornly refused to interview any new dolls, so I had to resort to my methods to get you both in one place. What are you hoping to achieve by putting a civilian doll in 404? Deliver lunch boxes to the enemy on the front line? Well, it's not like it's our first time converting a civilian doll to a tactical doll. I'd say G11 certainly qualifies as a formidable combatant now. Ah. Wait. Michi was a civilian doll too? Why? I don't remember them saying that. She's different. In more than one way. 416 glances at G11 hiding behind indoors with half of her head poking out. Andoris' model features large storage capacity. Ideal as in battlefield intelligence operative. Deer and I are in talks about how to utilize this feature to enhance 404's capabilities. Besides, she's got a calm and gentle personality. Good for smoothing things out when Lena and I aren't around. She's also better at holding conversations with humans. I know you aren't the best at dealing with them, huh, 416? Well, except for a certain commander. Uh-oh. Stop changing the subject. I know what you're up to. So long as I let these new recruits into the team, you get to sit comfortably in your Namfa office and dump mission after mission onto us to toil away at. Leva, 404 is a squad of 4. You may be the leader, but you aren't in charge of everything. So you do know it's a squad of 4 after all. Leva's retort makes 416's expression grow more somber. What are you trying to say? You and G11 have been working over capacity, right? Even to the point of being carried back by drones after you both were nearly destroyed. I don't suppose that's a good thing for either you or 404's reputation. Why is she so mean? Kukai is very serious. This is serious business. Oh, look who suddenly cares about 404's reputation. The same leader who took half of our fighting power and rarely comes back. You think cramming a civilian doll into the squad will help with 404's reputation? What we need now is a proficient tactical doll, not a walking hard drive. Damn. An interesting analogy. See? Endor, that smile on her face, but inside Endor is just like, ow, that hurt. As her neural cloud is thrown into a disarray by the quarrel, G11 clutches tightly at Endor's hem. The latter smiles and places her hand over G11's ears to shield her from the noise. It's like, see? It's like, Endorse is the... What is she? She's the big sis of the group. That's exactly what she is. Ha. I'd say it's best for you to chill out for now. I mean, ultimately, it's not up to me if Endorse joins 404 or not. Since you two are going to be the ones working with her on a daily basis. Glad you're aware of that. Of course I do. But you need to stop acting like a child who refuses to play with others once you found a best friend. Throwing a tantrum like a spoiled brat will only hurt those you cherish the most, you know. They're off my account. This is just rude. I mean, she does have more storage capacity. She's a giant hard drive. Shut up. 416 hangs the call without thinking twice. As she turns around, she sees Endorus soothing the clearly perturbed G11. She got frightened. Her neural cloud is a little jumbled right now. Although I'm not sure what you two were arguing about, I believe disagreements between companions shouldn't be taken too seriously. When I worked at the cafe, I too... Just leave. 416 avoids Endorus' eyes. You heard our conversation. There's no place for you in 404. Unlike her back in the day, you can find other places to go besides the cafe. After noticing Endorus' silence, 416 awkwardly adds another line. Until you find your next employment, you can live here. You can also back up your neural cloud in 404's server for the time being. Oh, she's lagging. You can see it in her eyes. She's zoned out. Endorus' silence lasts longer than expected. 416 looks at her again with impatience. While the smile lingers on the lips of the beautiful doll, her gentle eyes have grown dull and empty. 416, I think she crashed? Just as the two lean in to take a closer look, Endorus suddenly blinks. Her smile gives way to unease and confusion. As if unaware of her own crash, she casually picks up where the conversation has been left at. So, I've been fired again? That's what she meant. By, she wasn't even hired, but got fired right away. I will not stand for this abuse. I will sit. She's fine. We know how the story already ends. She's already part of 404. A curious test. Oh man, I can't wait for Leva as well too. Today's plan failed. Despite learning some ambush and CQC techniques through online video tutorials, when it came time to put them into practice, I got pinned by Miss 416 before I even realized what was happening. Looking back, she likely noticed my presence before I first approached her. Her leg sweep was so fast I barely caught a glimpse of it. However, I did manage to lift Miss 416 off the ground. I suppose that could be considered a small triumph for me. She's keeping a diary. Sitting in front of the terminal, Andorra sighs, then frowns at the words she had just typed out on the terminal. No. Lifting Miss 416 off the ground was just a random reaction I resorted to amidst the confusion. It was not a deliberate act. Besides, I got quickly pinned to the ground afterwards. While I knew it wouldn't be easy as shown in the tutorial, Miss 416 is far beyond my expectations. What should I do now? Since I gave my word that I'd land a single hit on Miss 416 to prove myself worthy of the position, I can't stop after just one failure. Though, I can't just shoot Miss 416 with a real gun. That would be too dangerous. Andorra pulls up the search engine and aimlessly clicks around, browsing through tactical training videos. Hug for Andorras and justice for Nihilister. It's like she's been fired from everywhere. Even Springfield fired her. Technically, it's like she did. Tutorial video. What's up, guys? Today I'm going to teach you some useful moves that are practically helpful when there's a significant disparity between you and your opponent. The key is to target your opponent's weak spots. Just like how the typical tutorial video starts on YouTube. Target the weak spots? Makes sense. Generally speaking, the human body have these weak spots: the abdomen, the throat, and the eyes. Let me demonstrate you how? Wait, what? Yeah, okay, whatever. I'm just gonna read it how it is. Let me demonstrate you how to quickly hit these areas. That sentence just sounded off to me. Do dolls share the same weak spots? The abdomen. Our frames look to be quite protected. The neck does look more fragile, but I doubt I can deal any damage with my strength. That leaves one option. Let's see what the video says. Suppose we're face to face with the enemy. Andorra stands up and pushes the chair under the table, leaving enough space around her. Right. Suppose the enemy is here. Keep your lower body stable by spreading your feet slightly apart. Get ready to move around or even jump. Ready to move around. Protect your face with your left hand. Defend yourself. Left hand. Okay, right here. But don't I need to know how Miss 416 will attack first to be able to defend myself? But first, a word from today's sponsor. Yeah. Based on my previous observations, there are 17 possible areas I could be hit. But first, protect the nose, then cover the chest, forehead, and nose. She's lagging. Strike out with your right hand. Go straight for the eyes. Owie, why'd you hit me? The obvious comedic twist leading into the second half of the video has gone completely over Andorra's head, as she is already on the verge of crashing. No, nose. Cover. Forehead. Hit. 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 Bam. And Doris punches herself in the face and is knocked to the ground. Jeez. She's gonna crash, isn't she? Well, that was certainly a different kind of crash. Today's plan failed as well. Seeing as I failed to master the technique of attacking an opponent's weak spots head on, I resorted to an ambush again. However, right as I covered Miss 416's eyes, she immediately turned around and tackled me to the ground. Combat really is a challenging ordeal. How can I land a hit and prove myself to Miss 416? Fortunately, I found a direction to work towards. The video tutorial taught me about employing equipment creatively. There we go. Like using flashbangs to temporarily blind enemies. I've decided to try this approach. I'll prepare for it tonight. Let's keep pushing tomorrow. Today was another failure. I guess filling the meeting room with mood light isn't as effective as real flashbangs. Though, when Miss 416 threw me to the ground, my sight did blur for a split second. I guess that does count as the blinding effect. I should take note of that. The tutorial made mention of utilizing the terrain to one's advantage when faced with overwhelming odds. As the saying goes, everything's about the right timing, the right location, and the right people. That has inspired me. Tomorrow, I'll experiment with a plan that leverages the environment. I hope it'll go smoothly. The distraction tactic failed. Oh man. I asked Miss Mechanic to help me distract Miss 416, but it wasn't effective at all. Miss 416 managed to knock me to the ground the moment I revealed myself. Does she have additional visual modules besides her eyes? Fortunately, after all those days of hard work, I have mastered the base's layout, or at least the sections accessible to an outsider like me. Additionally, I now have a general understanding of Miss 416's and Miss G11's habits. I can make use of this information in future plans. On a side note, one thing's been bothering me. Over the days, despite getting angry and calling my plan foolish, Miss 416 never stopped me from attempting my ambush tactics. What does she mean by that? It's funny though that she used that flashbang technique, because remember she used that against Groza in the other event, a few events prior with Perry and all that. I'm so tired. Today was supposed to be a day off. Yet we're staying up later than usual. Stop complaining. Didn't I just take you out for a ride to relax? You call that relaxing? I still have dust in my mouth. Fine. Hurry up and get in. Time to write today's training report. Look at what time it is. It's my personal time now. You need to respect my... Hush. Amen, Sleepy BP. Complain to HR. I mean, Kukai is HR. So, that's not gonna work. 416 abruptly stops from dragging G11 into the meeting room. Caught in the momentum, G11 can't stop in time and bumps straight into her. Ouch! What now? Are we going into the meeting room or not? Quiet. Haven't you noticed something's up? Huh? Something's up? Why are all the lights in the meeting room switched off? Are we so low on budget that we need to conserve energy like this? No. I told the staff to leave the lights on and have the equipment ready before they clock out, since we'll need the meeting room around this time. Does that mean someone snuck in? A thief? No way. This is 404's secret hideout. Switch to night vision. Yes. With their night vision on, the two see the meeting room is in total disarray. The floor is littered with all sorts of debris in contrast to its usual tidiness. I wonder, I think Andoris did this. Maybe she's trying out a tactic. She had rights. I can't see very well, but they certainly made a big mess. Guess a thief really got in. But why would they rummage through a meeting room? Careful. We need to take a closer look. 416 and G11 slowly enter the meeting room with their weapons trained. 416 comes to a halt when she feels something crack underneath her feet. Coffee beans? Tea bags and snacks, too. I don't get it, 416. Are we sure this is actually not the pantry? Check the corner. Something's there. Oh, okay. In night vision mode, the two find a thing lying on the floor in the corner. Is that hair I'm seeing? Is that a person? 416? 416 does not answer, but rather quietly steps over the scattered debris on the floor and paces towards the thing on the ground. She stops a step away from the thing and frowns as she stares at it. This is what you've got in store for your pathetic antic today? Faking an attack in the meeting room? Yeah. Okay. That's what I thought. Just Andoris. What's going on? Ignoring G11's question, 416 steps forward and gently kicks the thing on the ground. While the thing lying on the ground does not change its position, it visibly stiffens. Not getting up yet? It's like, yeah. Hiya! She's trying her best. But maybe she has other things as well, too. Just in case this failed. Andoris slowly sits up, intending to strike the side of 416's neck with a hand chop. 416 irritably catches her hand, swivels it around, and pins her to the ground. I'll pass on the high five. As expected of Miss 416. Impressive as always. So, do you still need us to act out this nonsensical skit with you? I'm afraid you'll have to keep me company for a little longer, Miss 416. While Andoris' face is pressed against the ground, thus making it difficult for her to speak, 416 sees the glimpse of a calm smile on her face. What? Listen to me, 416. Meechty noises. G11, I told you to stay away. I can't stop. Get out of the way, 416. Owie. With G11 stumbling towards her in the pitch-black meeting room, 416 fails to push her aside as both her hands are occupied while holding Endorse down. The two collide violently, triggering another round of ruckus. You... enough. Click. 416 flips the lights on. The blinding incandescent glare suddenly fills the meeting room, and Doris narrows her eyes to adjust the light. In her gradually clearing vision, she sees G11 scrambling to stand up. What's this? It's all slippery and smells kinda good. It's coffee? Whoa. You've got them all over your face and hair, 416. Did you take a swim in a coffee pool? Looks like my plan is a success. Though it's with coffee, it still counts as hitting, Miss 416, right? All this was part of your plan, Andoris? But where the coffee came from? Yup. As G11 looks around, a crushed coffee can rolls to her feet. Oh, I guess it came from the can that I stepped on. Whoa. 416 stomps on the can, crushing it completely. The remaining liquid spurts out and splashes onto G11. Oh, so you only realized it now? How about I send you to the circus tomorrow if you're that good at stepping on cans? It's not like I meant to. I was in a hurry, and it was so dark in here. Fortunately, what Endorse left on the ground was just a can of coffee and not a landmine. Otherwise, it would have been over for us, yeah. It would have been over for us. Yup. So you even know it'll be over? It's okay, Miss 416. No need to get upset. I think G11 is just worried about you, which is why she rushed over. Besides, it's not like hazardous items really are going to be in the meeting room. I wouldn't leave things of that nature in here. After all, my real intent isn't to hurt you two. I mean... Well, but you're also quite the genius for making a fool out of 416 like this, Andorus. G11 tugs at 416's sleeve. Pretty rich coming from you. 416 glares at G11, and the latter wisely shuts up. She then maintains her cold expression while turning her attention on Andorus. All this just to join 404, huh? Yes, Miss 416. Please give me an opportunity. 416 takes 2 deep breaths before snatching the gun from G11's hand and throwing at Andorus. Take this and follow me to the live firing training ground. Didn't you want a chance? Then it's time to stop your ridiculous antics and face me in proper combat. Come out on top and I'll let you go through the acceptance test. What the heck are you doing, 416? Don't you know how much easier the acceptance test is compared to defeating you? Didn't we just agree? Mind your own business. Go get a mop and clean the room up. If I see a single coffee bean on the ground when I'm back, prepare to say goodbye to all your game save files. Oh no. 50 laps. Just throw a commander roll at her. She'll never win. This is true. It's like 416 mostly only calms down when around commander. What's any of this have to do with my save files? Ignoring G11's grumbles, 416 storms out of the meeting room furiously. Doris pats G11 on the shoulder reassuringly. It's okay, Miss G11. I'll clean it up with you once I'm back. You need to be able to come back first. 416's really terrifying when she's worked up like that, so don't try to take her head on. Although, she probably won't actually harm you. Yes, I understand. I'll take my chances. It better be like that. Speaking of, do you even know how to use a gun? Doris holds the weapon up in her hand and examines it carefully. I've watched the tutorials, so I know the basics. Just aim at the target through the scope and pull the trigger, right? That's very basic, but... Are you coming or not? I'll be right there. It's like I've gone to shooting ranges before, so I know. Doris smiles at G11 and follows 416 out of the room. Visibly worried, G11 follows her to the door and shouts, "Pay attention to the recoil. Make sure the gun is pressed up against your shoulder." Yeah, that's the thing you definitely have to watch out for. Or you'll break things. Unsure whether Doris can even remember her advices, G11 withdraws her gloomy gaze back to the mess in the meeting room. The thoughts of two people. Commander enter, then leaves. Nope, don't want to deal with this today. Edge, recoil, edge, coil. Oh yeah. So that, like I said, it's like I've fired a couple of different guns and everything at shooting ranges, and yeah, you definitely, recoil is a thing, especially with, of course, different types of guns. Like, you know, all that cool shooting, the edge shooting that everyone does with one hand with certain guns. Yeah, you don't want to do that. Two hands is always best. If you aren't positioned right, you'll fuck up your shit. Yeah, you definitely will. Like I said, hasn't happened to me because I paid attention to the trainings and everything. Dislocated shoulder, slap yourself in the face. Yep. Oh man, videos like that, you can find them on YouTube and other places. It's painful to watch. It's just like, oh. But yeah, recoil is definitely a thing. Just a little real world lesson for anyone planning to go to a shooting range or anything, or take on a security job. We've got an angry customer. It's been an entire hour and my meal hasn't been served yet. This Doris is still standing there like a piece of junk. Where's your manager? Get me your manager. I'm terribly sorry. Let me... Hey, Santaracy. I'll take care of it. Facing the angry customer, Centaurecy shields Andoris behind her. Sorry, dear customer, but it's currently peak dining hour, and we are short-staffed. We sincerely apologize for the wait. Your meal will be served shortly, and we'll do our utmost to provide you with excellent service. Whoa, buddy. Hearing the commotion, Manager Springfield also emerges from behind the bar, holding a cup of steaming latte. Our dearest apologies for taking up your time. This latte is on me. Sir, I am very sorry for the inconvenience caused. I will do my best to compensate you. You? Compensate me? You think you can make up for the time I wasted because of you? With the clatter of wind chimes, 2 more customers walk into the cafe. See, Colleen? Springfield's place is very lively. Colleen? We haven't seen Kalina in so long. Don't say that, Leva. Seeing the 2 who just walked in, Centaurecy glances at Springfield with a look of, leave this to me, sparing her to greet the 2. Leva? And Kalina? Are you out on a business trip again? Yeah, we'll be around for a while, so I figured we'd drop by. Colleen really misses your hand-brewed coffee. Springfield guides the 2 to an empty table. She then looks back to make sure Centaurecy had appeased the angry customer before raising her hand to call Andoris over. This is Andoris, our newest employee. And these 2 are Kalina and Leva. Pleased to meet you both. So you're the newcomer. No wonder you look so flustered. I think she, because I've actually already, seen Leva. Because she's out in the CN servers already. And her look is a little bit different from the portrait here. I think she has a little bit longer hair. I'm terribly sorry. I have embarrassed myself before you. Andoris has worked here for some time now. She's very meticulous and attentive. Using her large storage capacity, she can accurately track each customer's preferences and their birthdays. Sounds like she's a perfect fit for the job. But I guess it's another story in practice. Well... Manager Springfield has taught me everything I need to know about the job. But my own performance issue prevents me from handling more complex and unexpected requests from customers. Even when it comes to the menu, I've only learned how to brew coffee. It's not Manager Springfield's fault. Oh, I see. So you're not a good fit. There she is. Leva. Kalina stops Leva from going further. Yet an enigmatic smile remains on Leva's face as she strokes her chin. Say, how about having her join 404, Springfield? And Doris? But... Leva! Kalina's voice now carries an angry undertone, yet Leva simply shrugs indifferently and turns her attention back at Andoris. Andoris? Oh, by the way, hold your questions about 404 for now. What are your thoughts on working here? Me? Andoris falls silent for a moment. I will try my best to keep up with everyone. Though it may take some time, I don't want to leave. You should realize that the place that makes things harder for both sides is probably not where you belong. Seeing how swiftly you guys handled that scuffle, I can only assume what happened back there was the norm, right? Yeah. Think more flexibly. If this place isn't the right fit for you, why not consider my suggestion? And Doris turns towards Springfield with a somewhat bewildered look on her face. Springfield pats her on the shoulder and helps her straighten her apron. I have no intention of letting you go, but you have the final say. Working at a cafe won't let you reach your full potential, but 404 will. Do you want to find a place where you're truly needed, Andoris? Will I be needed at 404? Leva chuckles. Leva overbroad. Of course you will be. But you have to put up with a certain sharp-tongued, yet soft-hearted doll's harsh critiques first. But believe me, she means no harm. And she's actually quite reliable. You'll be fine, Andoris. So, wanna give it a try? With her hair all messed up, Andoris cowers in the room's corner with G11's gun clutched tightly in her arm. Her body is covered in bruises, while bullet holes littered her surroundings. Join 404, and this will be your everyday life. The real battlefield is nothing like your childish antics. And she's lagged out. 416 sees Andoris' blank stare and assumes she has crashed again. Irritated, she yanks the G11 assault rifle out of her hands and walks out the door without noticing the change on Andoris' face. A new world, but will this one need me? Also artwork. Andoris slowly stands up, then looks down at her battered body. The weight and stiffness of the assault rifle still linger in her arms. If so, I want to bear witness to the kind of world that needs me. "416 opens the door and is greeted by G11, who is peering through the gap with a mop in hand. It's over? How did it go? 416 shoves the gun into G11's arms and strides forward. She's alive. Oh. Can't say if she's scared senseless though. Didn't you decide to give Andoris a chance when we were in the yellow zone earlier? Why do all this then? She needs to test her. The heavy bike comes to a stop on top of a small hill. A convoy of vehicles is parked in the valley below, surrounded by a few scattered dolls busy doing maintenance work. Their frames are covered in varying degrees of damage with signs of sloppy modifications. A number of them can barely move coherently. Undoubtedly, the result of haphazard modeling done on civilian dolls. One of them quickly spots 416 and G11. Her fire control module, clearly ripped from some random piece of military hardware, and forcibly welded onto her. Suddenly swivels around. The mechanical eyeball rotates unnaturally, seemingly about to fall out of its socket. So we're probably we're seeing why she gave Andoris a chance and everything. "416 shows no reaction. She stands there and stares into those empty eyes. Once the doll confirms 416 presents no threat, she drops her guard and returns to her task without looking back. Whoa, it's as if they're Frankenstein's monsters. G11 has just woken up from hibernation, rubbing her eyes as she walks over to 416. Jeez, if Leva hadn't taken us in, could we have ended up like them by now? You're thinking too highly of yourself. I may end up like them, but only because I was built as a T-doll. You, on the other hand, are at best a component they would bolt into me. They would bolt onto me, and most likely the most useless one. Sure. I am useless after all. If that's what you think of me, why not hurry up and recruit some other dolls so I can stay at the base and nap all day? Instead of firing back as she usually does, 416 remains silent. G11 does not disturb her, nor does she return to the bike. Instead, she stays by 416's side, just as she does on the battlefield. Do you remember the original meaning of 404, G11? The original meaning? As in, those who don't exist? Yeah. Error 404. Yes. 4 dolls who, for various reasons, found themselves unable to return to any organization and were thus deemed non-existent by the world. Willingly or not, we came together, braved battle after battle, and fought tooth and nail to secure the freedom we now hold. But does that even mean anything for an ordinary doll? You're increasingly acting weird as of late, 416. Has Leva and Lena leaving put too much pressure on you? Have you contemplated all this back when you decided to remodel me? Surely not. Is that the real reason why you're rejecting Andoris? In part, yes. We had no choice back then, but Andoris still does. This place may be a safe haven for us, but for her? But looking at Andoris, I don't think her prior jobs were all sunshine and rainbows either. She crashed at the mere mention of the word fired. Damn. They changed the PGR daily reset time? Wait. We didn't fall... Did we fall back? No. Because that might be the reason. I forgot what time or what day we do that. Maybe she's better off staying with 404, just as Springfield and Leva concluded. Let's at least give her a fire control core and see if it works out. We can find her a stable job if it doesn't, or keep her at the base as logistics. 404 is not a shelter. Randomly recruiting or remodeling dolls is irresponsible to both sides. It used to be 2 a.m., now it's midnight. Huh. Yeah, that is strange. Maybe they did it because of the whole syncing up of the patches and everything. Jeez, as if 404 is some legitimate organization. You're being so textbook about it that it's starting to feel weird. G11 scratches her head dramatically. Yeah, it's like Kukai, she's pretty much saying like this is no place for Andors. Like it's a battlefield. She was a civilian doll, so she still has a choice to stay safe basically. Besides, Leva handpicked her. We should value her judgment, right? Her judgment? I bet she's just in for the price per doll value. But all of us that she chose back then are alive and well today. Can't hurt to try. You know, as they say, the only true failure is not trying at all. Don't let your doubts win before the fight even begins. Don't let your dreams be dreams. Upon hearing such a straight-faced statement, 416 glances at G11. Where did you get that from? The newest anime I watched. Cool, huh? Of course. Oh, they're leaving. The rattling sound of engine startups comes from below the hill. The bounty hunters yell at the dolls to get back on the vehicles. Look at her being great. Ruined immediately. Damn. Hurry up, bunch of worthless scraps. Fuck, we're really shit out of luck these days. First a collapsed storm, then a bunch of Varjagers. Half of the dolls got totaled. How are we supposed to take on any commissions like this? No worries. The boss has already contacted some underground brokers to get us more illegal dolls. Worst case scenario, we'll just stick through for now. Sure. Wanna go have some fun later? The rude man pushes the last doll onto the vehicle, then climbs in himself before pulling down the heavy blast door. Is that Dimitri? Oh no. Following the engine's roar, the convoy departs, gradually shrinking into a tiny black dot in the drifting sand. On top of the hill, G11 and 416 also return to the bike. Sit tight. And patch me into Deer's comm channel. 416 accelerates to full throttle, and the heavy bike speeds off in the opposite direction. With a mop in one hand and her gun in the other, G11 can barely keep up with 416's brisk pace while nervously observing her sullen expression. Did you change your mind about Endor staying? Please say something, 416. I did not change my mind. But if that was all it took to scare the life out of her, then she'd be crying and begging to resign in 2 days tops. We'll be on a mission by then, and who's going to fill in for her? You? Oh, but I don't think that will be the case though. Didn't you also say it's quite remarkable of her to have preserved all these days just for an opportunity? G11 scratches her head and looks back at the training ground. Doris has yet to come out, nor has she made any sound. Even 3-year-olds can come up with the same tricks. What gives? I only said that because, well, she is indeed making progress, so I decided to give her a chance. All right, stop staring at it. Are you done mopping the floor yet? Just a friendly reminder, you still have your training report to do. Why do you still remember that? Still not fully at ease, G11 scratches her head again. But what if Andoris is still willing to attempt the acceptance test? What are you going to do, 416? 416 stops, but does not turn around. She pauses for a moment before answering. In that case, it won't hurt to let her try. Into the new world. Kukai's testing her. This is a simulation of the Yellow Zone, right? Level 2 really is a fascinating place. Hope you can keep up that positive attitude of yours after you've turned into Swiss cheese. And she crashed. Stop spooking her. Look, she's crashed again. The acceptance test will begin in 5 minutes. There won't be any delays to accommodate for someone's technical issues. Come on. Sorry, there's a lot of information in here. Did I crash again? Yeah, fortunately, it didn't last long. I'm actually surprised you agreed to take the test, Andoris. I thought you'd be intimidated by how hostile 416 acted back then. I mean, Miss 416 did not actually hurt me. And I still want to give it another try, because someone said this is where I am needed. Do you want to carry on with that tea party there, or would you rather hear my briefing on the test? My apologies, Miss 416. Please go ahead. G11 will be your acting teammate for the duration of the test. The objective is to eliminate the fleeting target in the canyon within the time limit. Operating procedure is for you two to figure out. I only care about the result. And you, Miss 416? I'm in charge of monitoring, evaluating, and scoring your behaviors. Understood. I'll do my best. Whatever floats your boat. I'll say it again. I only care about the result. Man, she's angry. I mean, that's normal for her, though. Having said that, 416 ends the transmission. With her rifle tightly clutched in hand, Doris scans the surroundings. A certain elite T-doll is taking her combat capabilities for granted again. Don't worry, Doris. It's just an average ambush. There's nothing complicated. Huh? What's your imprint model? It's G36K. KSK. Why that one? Is it compatible with you? Why? Because I heard it's similar to Miss Centaurese's G36. If Miss Centaurese is that strong, this one can't be that bad, right? Wait, that's how you came to your conclusion? What should we do now, Miss G11? Right. You stay here and don't move. I'll go behind that big rock at 1 o'clock. Ignore everything else when the enemies arrive and just do as I taught you before. Switch off the safety, aim, and shoot. G11 readies her gear and hurries towards the direction she mentioned. The simulated gale of level 2 blows past her flowing hair, grazing her cheeks with sand grains. But the battle-hardened G11 pays no mind and soon takes her position. I'll just be hiding over there. You know, I really did think she was gonna say I'll be over there sleeping, but she can't do that. Klukai is watching. Staring at the direction the wind is blowing from, Andorra speaks into the communicator. Say, Miss G11, do you think it'll be better if we take the high ground? Eh? Why's that? Because the wind picked up. It's mentioned in the mission intelligence that the enemies are traveling in a jeep. I've seen on TV how that kind of vehicle can kick up a lot of dust even without wind when traveling at high speeds. I think the high ground will give us a better view in this case. The roaring sound of an engine grows ever closer, quickly followed by a jeep and the trail of dust behind it suddenly coming into view. I can't get up here in time. Reposition yourself and coordinate with me, Andorus. Roger. The appropriate position would be at... Andorus pauses for a moment, then quickly moves in the chosen direction. Soon, she finds a suitable firing position. Super smart, Andorus. I'm in position, Miss G11. Okay, I'll suppress them and drive them towards you. Aim for the cabin once they're within range. Aim for the cabin and fire. Yes, I can do that. Raise the gun, then switch off safety. Next, aim. Andorus peers through the gun sight, only to find the front sight post drifting about. Huh? My body isn't shaking, but why? Can't I aim properly? Is this the potential liability Mr. Deere mentioned regarding low compatibility? Initiating backup controls. Andorus, they're coming towards you. But, backup controls. Can't aim. Now, or it'll be too late. Andorus squeezes on the trigger. The bullet emerges from the muzzle like a shooting star, skimming over the Jeep's roof and heading straight towards G11, who is chasing after the vehicle. Damn. Friendly fire, friendly fire. Owie. Test over. All participants exit level 2 now. Uh-oh. Mom is mad. The scene of the yellow zone slowly fades away, replaced by the training ground in 404's temporary base. G11 nervously rubs her head, still shaken by what just happened. I mean, She hit a target. Wow. What a shot, Andoris. A clean headshot as well. I guess it's surprisingly accurate from a certain perspective. Ugh, again? Can't you process more than one thing at a time? This Andoris is still standing there like a piece of junk. Where's your manager? Get me your manager. Andoris' lips twitch briefly before pressing into a tight line. A guilt-ridden, heartbroken expression emerges on her face. Give her a break, or 16. It's her first time handling a proper firefight. It's only natural for her to be overwhelmed. Look, she knows she's made a mistake. Sorry, She may have trouble adjusting. Do you have the same excuse? What? How many times have I told you to survey the battlefield carefully beforehand? Yet somehow you still manage to let a complete newbie teach you a lesson. Damn. Come on, I just wanted to get it done. I thought it would be a matter of picking off a few targets, you know? A piece of cake. And then get shot in the head. Eh? And you, zoning out again, huh? You think causing a blue-on-blue accident is funny? A blue-on-blue accident, heh. I'm sorry, Miss 416. Neither of you is making this easy. Head to the meeting room and reflect on your actions, then come back later. Come back later? Andoris frowns in perplexity. After carefully pondering the meaning of those words, she ultimately decides to ask directly. Yeah, she told them to come back later. But are you not going to fire me? As Levov remarked, in your field observation and intel gathering skills are indeed commendable. Being able to make that kind of judgment as a first-timer is not bad. But you did neglect the most pressing matter, your marksmanship. While completing the mission is important, success shouldn't come at the expense of your teammates, especially if it is pointless. That is the bottom line. Andoris remains silent, simply clutches her gun tightly in hand. Crashed again? No, I didn't crash. I just did not expect Miss 416 to do this. Willingly, slow down and wait for me to catch up. Wait for you? Don't get your hopes up. I'm just temporarily cutting you some slack since I'd be foolish to expect you to catch up immediately. Do not fire blindly before you learn to aim. Got that? Yes, Miss 416. Not Miss 416. Call me leader from now on. Leaving those words behind, 416 immediately walks out of the training ground without looking back. G11 steps over and pats Andoris on the arm. You should have used the high ground, little Obi-Wan. Perry's back. It's hot as a bitch. Wait, what? Where are you? At last, a home. Don't be alarmed, Andoris. 416 might appear intimidating, but she's saying that means you've earned her approval. Congratulations! No, I'm not nervous. Eh? I'm really happy. I think I'm starting to grasp what Miss Leva meant now, Miss G11. Leva? What'd she say? She said, I'm trying to find a place where I'm truly needed. Not sure what that means either, but I'm super happy to have you join 404. We're teammates now from now on. You two planning to stay here overnight or what? Quit standing around and come. Let's chat about it later. We should really hurry over. Otherwise, we're toast if she gets angry. Yeah, okay. Andoris takes her first step forward stiffly, followed by another, and is then pulled along by G11, trotting towards 416 waiting by the meeting room. There are those willing to help her, and those willing to wait for her. So even if she starts a little slowly, it's okay. Regardless of the pace or how far each step advances, ultimately, 404 moves forward together. She's home. In my room? It kept the heat of the day. Oh, gotcha. I see Perry has made it home too. Last but not least, a new place of belonging. Once again, the result, not the result, wow. The rest area at 404's temporary base is jam-packed with people. While banners reading 404 Development Strategy Presentation and welcoming Andoris to the team adorn the walls, the rest of the space is decorated with brightly colored balloons floating around. What are you trying to accomplish with all the mess here? Since you gave the go-ahead, I arranged everything according to the standards for a birthday party at the cafe. We're celebrating Miss Andoris joining the team after all. Is your way of celebrating tying balloons to G11's hair? We weren't able to find anything to tie the balloons down, and G11 happened to be sleeping right there. Come on, it's time for you to put on a smiley face. I think it's great that Miss Andoris passed the test and can stay in 404. I have Deer's assistance and 416's acceptance to thank for that. My acceptance is not going to last forever. Your intelligence gathering skills are useful, but you better work on your marksmanship as soon as possible. Prepare for the hellish training sessions that are waiting for you. No problem. Though I'm afraid we'll have to trouble the technicians with more adjustments and fine-tunings then. As it happens, I brought some food over. Please consider this my thank you in advance for everyone's future assistance. Oh, that's so kind of you, Miss Andoris. We'll go have a bite right now. You treat us to your delicious food, and we'll be at your beck and call from now on. That would be wonderful. After the maintenance crew has left, Andoris quietly nudges up to 416.
Thank you for keeping me around and turning a blind eye to this welcome party. If not for your leniency, I would be trying my luck with the bounty hunters now. After all, the service industry in the nearby cities has already blacklisted me.
Damn. What? You still have your work boots on? Take them off. Pants off too. That's the first thing I do when I get home.
No need to thank me. You earned it yourself. In any case, I will cherish my place at 404, as well as this.
And Doris raises the gun and caresses it lovingly.
Put that thing down. You still need some time to master fire control core,
right? It's like, seriously, it's like, no, not yet.
Additionally, never switch off your safety before entering combat, unless you want an accidental discharge to happen.
Seriously. That's just so rude. What do you mean? No, it's not. Oh, you mean them blacklisting her? Listen. It's like she crashed one time too many, okay? So, yeah. In the service industry, they want you to be fast. And Doris is not. It's just not a good fit for her, that's all. I see Perry has taken off his pants, even in chat. Oh, we said something about boots on the ground and Boot shows up. What's up?
Oh, I didn't notice that.
Thank you for pointing it out. Oh, it was on. Yeah, see?
Looks like Doris has already blended in with 404. It seems I was overthinking things.
Oh, they're actually here. Look, they're not holograms. Following the voice, Leva and Lena, who have continuously been on commissions, show up at the doorway.
Wow! A G36K KSK imprint. That's pretty good. 416 really went all out for you. She picked it herself. What are you guys even doing here? Has Nampa finally realized you're a waste of space? Oh my, don't put it like that. How can we possibly be absent to the welcome party of a new 404 member? Though we're split up more often than not these days, Leva and I will always be part of the team.
Upon hearing Lena's words, 416's gaze softened slightly. Noticing this, Leva smiles mischievously.
Welcome to Squad 404, Doris. I bet 416 hasn't said that to you yet, huh? I also have your recommendation to thank, Leva.
It's Asuka and Leva, get out. That's the wrong hams? Wait, what? No judgment, that's what you're down for? Listen, pants are overrated.
No need to be so formal. After all, it is beneficial for us too. With you on the team now, 404 will be able to take on more lucrative missions in the future. already plotting out your little schemes before we're even back to full strength. Oh, by the sound of that, I guess you're for hiring more members? Of course. We have 2 freeloaders taking up space after all. Hey, don't put it so harshly. Even if I don't care, Leva might get upset. Right. I'm super upset now. Who would have thought after all this time? 416 is so weak that she can't accomplish anything without me or Lena. Most unusually, 416 does not immediately retaliate with words. Leva, Lena, listen carefully to what I'm about to say. You may have your own choices and plans, but 404 will move towards the future as always, or as well. Honduras' arrival is but the beginning. 404 will grow stronger than ever before, all under my leadership. Looks like 416 has already taken it upon herself to become the leader without me saying a thing. Perfect then. That saves me a bunch of words. What do you mean? I mean what I said. Seeing 416's alerted expression, Lena quickly chimes in. About not being able to participate in 404's routine commissions, Leva and I have always felt very guilty. It's like, yeah, that's the thing. Back then, it's like they weren't able to. That's why Kukai always snaps at them. Asuka and Leva. Oh. He's saying Asuka from Evangelion. That's who Lena looks like. That's why. It's the twin tails and everything. And the orange, the color of her hair. I ship Asuka and Rei. People are weird these days. People are weird. Have always been weird. It's just more prevalent now. The neighbors can see into my room, by the way. Listen, give them a show. If they like what they see, then good for them. That's just how it works. We are also well aware that this has caused a lot of inconvenience for you in G11. So, in addition to looking for new recruits, we also want to make some adjustments to the squad structure. This has been your wish for a long time, right? I feel like you've been waiting to push the thankless role of leader onto me for a while now. No, we're not pushing it onto you. We're asking you to take over as the leader of Squad 404. The future of Squad 404 needs you, 416. I mean that sincerely. 416 does not answer directly. Rather looks at Leva standing on the side. Faced with her interrogative gaze, Leva simply nods. As Lena said, Squad 404 is counting on you from now on, 416. Of course, we will also do what's in our power to support the work here. We're not completely leaving you to your own devices. And another thing. Yeah. It's like, because this is all in the past. It's like, they're still part of 404. It's just that Kukai is leader now. Leva deliberately pauses for a second. Go on. I hope you can turn your ambitious words into reality, 416. Keeping 404 moving forward and become a force no one dares to challenge. We can safeguard 404 together, right? Leva sets aside her usual slyness, letting her sincerity reach 416 clearly and unmistakably. As a result, all anxiety and unease regarding 404's future buried in 416's mind suddenly vanish. Unlike a certain irresponsible former leader, I never make empty promises. She accepted, she said former leader. Even with you sitting around doing nothing, 404 will not collapse. What are you guys babbling about? That's right, Meech was asleep during all of this. Imagine waking up and then finding out that Klukai is now leader of the whole of the entirety of 404. Michi's just like, uh-oh. Woken up by the commotion, G11 walks over while yawning. I mean, Chris Hansen, some people need to have a seat. Kind of weird. Wait, what? Oh. Have a seat. We need to have a talk. Leva and Lena's here. What's with all the balloons tied to your hair, G11? It looks so weird. I wish they would have showed that. Huh? After pulling on and failing to untie the balloons, G11 gives up. All the while, Andorus patiently helps her untangle the mess. It's official now. 416 is the leader of Squad 404. And more dolls will be joining us in the future. Does that mean Leva and Lena will be leaving? No way. We won't leave even if you want to kick us out. 404 will always be our home. Phew. But wait. With 416 as the leader now, wouldn't my life be even more difficult than before? You should be glad you finally have the opportunity to crawl towards the goal of becoming an elite doll now. G11 grimaces with an expression of unbearable anguish. Yup. Oh no, she's messing with G11 again. Speaking of, with our new beginning, perhaps you two should take this opportunity to consider new code names. Look, both Leva and I got new ones. Even Andorus kept her old name as her code name. So complicated, having to think of a name and all that. Can I just use whatever that comes up? I'll give you a new code name later. As for me, I've already got one. Uh-oh. She's an airhead? Ha. Klukai smile counter throughout this event. 1. What is it? Hurry up and tell us. Klukai. 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 Does it mean anything in particular? Having been watching from the sidelines the whole time, Leva narrows her eyes and ponders for a moment before breaking into a smile. A cognate of crocodile. No. Yeah. A cognate of crocodile. There we go. Huh. Quite the ambitious and provocative name. It's just a name I used in the past. Nevertheless, the crocodile's sharp teeth will tear the lion's throat wide open one day. Wow, so scary. While crocodiles rule the water, don't tell me you don't know their ability to fight is handicapped on land, Klukai. Smile counter 2! Not when I drag your pretentious ass into the water with me. Nice. Oh, you can certainly give that a try. A war without gunfire breaks out as Klukai and Leva engage in heated exchange. Ah, here we go again. It a frog? It's a crocodile, though. I was about to say, I'm just like, wait. My, everyone seems to get along. I'll tell you, every time I hear you, never crocodile, always frog, hear you say Klukai, I think Klukai Foundation from the Xenosaga trilogy. Ah, Xenosaga, such a great series. I miss Cosmos and Tielos. They too were tactical dolls, in a way. Well, actually, yeah, they were. My, everyone seems to get along. You're really quick to adapt, Andors. Well, this is 404 after all. Our eternal home and family. In the march of time, Squad 404 takes another step forward, one that uniquely belongs to them. The non-existent Forsaken Squad stranded into limbo will continue to justify their existence together with the most unconventional attitude. There you go. Are you wearing pants right now? Wouldn't you like to know, Perry? But yeah, that was all of Into the Shadows, or Andoris's story of how she joined 404. Now, yeah, pretty much, we didn't get to witness, just like Belka's story, we didn't get to witness everything that happened, like, I guess before in Andoris's life. But we do know that she got fired and blacklisted a lot. It's like, yeah. Even Springfield let her go. It's like, yep. But yeah, ultimately, she didn't give up and was accepted into 404. It's like, Klukai let her in and everything. And we saw how Klukai became the leader of 404 as well, too. Because Leva and Lena are always away. Yes, I would. Wait, what? Cosmos was my favorite android? More than any other in the anime and gaming, especially version 4. Episode 3. Yeah. Yep. Like I said, it's like Xenosaga. So good. Version 1 had planet busting ability. Even more than 2B and Eve. I wish they would bring the Xenosaga story back as well, too. Like, I mean, like Cosmos and, you know, all of them. But the series had a great ending as well, too, so. But yeah, guys. All we have left is Jeongyu, but hers doesn't open for another week. As you can see, it opens in 5 days. Now, she's not part of 404, but she's an electric doll. That's why she's in this event. But we pretty much already know. We saw how she also became, got to the Elmo. And hers is called Vestigial Display. So I'm wondering what kind of story it's going to be. Because we know Jeongyu's with the truth. She also does Kung Fu. So that's another thing as well, too. Her trailer's already out. It's like I did see it and everything. It was cool. They brought them back in Project X Zone. I do remember. I have that, actually. It's like, I do remember that, yes. But I meant like, you know, like Xenosaga. Or perhaps one day we'll see a reboot. Like they might remaster, you know, or remake the trilogy or something like that. Like I know we have, you know, like Xenoblade now and everything. But yeah. But oh man. Yeah, these aren't open yet. So this opens in 12 days. This opens in 5 days. There is something else that we can do, though. Let's see. Hopefully, they're both open. Let's see if we can actually get to the end and fight whatchamacallit. She knows Kung Fu. Are they all here? Yes, they are. There's wait. Oh. We can add one more. There she is. Wait, what? Uh-oh. What did I do? Oh, I just moved her. She was already there. Oops. I don't know. Let's throw Springfield in there. That works. Actually, yeah. Okay. No, it's only one a day. I told you yesterday. Listen, I was hoping. I kind of figured that, but I really was just hoping. Project X Zone was long as well too. Well, since we can only do this, we'll just enjoy them destroying this level. But yeah, I think it's kind of funny though as well too that all this time they still haven't fixed Andorus's lagging. I don't know why they haven't yet, to be honest. That would be one of the very first things I do. It's like I'd have Andorus go to maintenance and I'd be like, yeah, no, we gotta fix this. Because that... I figured that was gonna happen. That's why I usually shield her first. It's too funny. What didn't die though? Oh, that's right. She's Niter. I forgot this was fighting Niter. Shields up. But yeah, now that she's on the Elmo, hopefully that'll get fixed soon. Because if they're in combat, like I said, like real combat. Damn, you saw that? The bullets hit her in the head. I love that ability of Belka's. It looks so cool. I forgot what Jiangyu does for the team, though, for the electric team. It's like I'm gonna have to see. But after Jiangyu, I don't know. Like, if it's Leva, then it's just like, damn. If it's Florence, though, it's like, I do also want Florence. It's like, but I could probably hold off on her if they tease Leva. I'm actually surprised the enemies are still alive. Elite Strike Captain. Seems like usually this would go much faster. But also, I look forward to fighting what's her name? What's her name? Kashmar, I think. Will I actually have to play the game? Another one bites the dust. Uh-oh. Ah, he was in cover. Hi, Springfield. Stability break, nice. They should be okay, though. Where's your cover now? He's like, over here. Uh-oh. Bring on the damage. Virgo can't stand the speed. I see that face. Listen, they're getting there. I figured we'd conclude this by just watching a leisurely battle. It's like, yeah, because the next story doesn't open, like I said, for a week. And I'll save the final battle of this section for when Jiangyu comes out as well, too. I mean, well, for after her story comes out. So that way we can see how that goes. If you wait 3 hours, the last challenge is open. I mean, there's nothing else to do for those 3 hours though in here. Like the stories, they weren't as long as some other stories were. So we actually got through them pretty quickly. Yeah, I don't think there's anything in the game, actually, that I haven't done that will go on for 3 hours. Huh, she ate that. They've got 3 turns left. This is actually pretty funny. Alright. They just need one more enemy. Okay. They did it. Nice. Sweet. Cool, cool, cool. 3 hours, 32 minutes. Yeah, what? Kashmar. Yeah, it is Kashmar. So like I said, I'll save that. So we can do that once Jiangyu comes out and everything. Also, there are these as well, too. These are mini games that have been in other events. The Assault Simulation and the Rhythmic Tempo. Tracking Challenge isn't open yet. That opens in 12 days with Rhythmic Tempo. Okay. But again, you still have 32 days until the whole thing ends. But yeah. Cool. I know those are maxed out. I'll take care of those later. The other thing is... Wait, what? Okay, I don't know why this popped up. But the other thing is, let's go into the dormitory. Because now... Uh-oh. Where are you? There you are, indoors. There she is. Help me out, Nova. Why am I so bored during Rolling Waves? But the game looks so cool when you play it. I mean, it depends. It depends what you're doing. If you're still early game, like I said, it's like the beginning is like what definitely like slow. It's like, but once you get to like, for me, like when I got to 1.5, I was just like, okay. I'm like, yeah. Where is poses? That's what I was looking for. So that was her entertainment. Actually, you know what? That's what I didn't do. I'm like, I'm missing something. There we go. Forgot to move the camera manually. So once we click her... Ah. Well, she picked something up from her job, see? She learned how to brew coffee. Look how happy she is now. And not lagging. So that's her idol. This is her reading. There you go. This is what you wanted, right? Just words. There's no pictures in this book. I can't read this. Let's see, when you click her, what does she do? I'm clicking, but there you go. She just turns and smiles. Pondering. Bare feet. Nice. There you go.
Oh, actually, you know what's funny? The camera actually is stuck. I can't actually. You have to go fully turn around and then. That's hilarious. There we go. Uh-oh. That look. That look, though. Nice. Very nice. And now deep sleep. Oh, she's sleeping on the teddy bear. Oh! That's what happens when you click. Hold on. There we go. See? The bear's head droops and taps her on the head. And then last but not least, I think that was the one that we started on, was entertainment. Ah, sorry, Boot. She's wearing shoes. What? Oh, let's see. How high does it go? Nice. Just chilling, enjoying herself. Okay. So, we've seen all her poses and everything too. And then there's her... Let's see. Ah, here it is. Her background. That's what it looks like. It's like, that's cool. So there you have it. It's like, that is Andoris. She is your electro healing tank. Yeah, that's exactly what she is. Or just, you know, just a healing tank in general. The team doesn't have to be electric. So if you needed like a tank or someone like that for a team you're trying to put together, it's like, there you go. It's like, not bad at all. So let's see, they have... There you go. You have 4 days left if you want to get either one of them. And then also, Zhao Hui's still here as well, too. If you had missed her, this is a rerun for her. It's like, but yeah, all in all, it's like, that was good. It's like, so we got to see her story. Now we wait for Jiangyu. And I'm guessing her story is going to be full of like kung fu troop action. Like if her trailer is anything to go on, that's what it looks like it's going to be. Your days are numbered. Damn. So yeah, guys. It's like, that was fun. It's like I'm enjoying these I'm enjoying these patch stories and everything. I wonder if they're going to do more patches this way too. I know this is the patch that they're using to sync, but having the 3 stories like this isn't so bad actually. And with it lasting so long too. It's like, it also gives anyone more time to like just save up by playing the game too if they didn't even want any of the characters. But yeah, that's gonna do it for this one. We will return with more Girls Frontline
once Jeongyu's story comes out. So, as always, I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you for joining. And I will see you guys later. Imagine not wanting indoors. I mean, it depends. It just depends on who you like. It's like, that's the thing. It's like, that's all. But yeah, all right, guys, have a good one. I'll see you later.